Hey guys, it's Mandy. Welcome to my channel. So I want to talk about what the rental properties allow me to do and how big of a blessing they have been to my family. I think that this video may be good motivation for those of you starting out, for those of you wanting to build a real estate portfolio. A couple of years ago, I took over my dad's rental property business, and at that time, the business had 8 fully paid for rental properties. I fully recognize that that is such a blessing, and only a very small percentage of people are actually extended the opportunity to take over a thriving business from their parents for free, right? So I know how blessed I was to be able to do that. And I also recognize that with being given such a great opportunity, there comes a lot of responsibility as well. And one of the things that I want to do with the rental properties, and that the rental properties allow me to do, is to monetarily take care of my family. And right now, I mainly mean my parents when I say that. I want to be able to basically have the rental properties cash flow enough that I can cover all of my parents' expenses. Now, do they need me to do that? Probably not really. My parents managed their money really well and they were pretty frugal, so my mom should be fine without any help from me, but I want to be able to repay them, and I want to be able to just take care of my parents. I don't want her to have to worry about dipping down into her savings. I want the rental properties just to cover her expenses. So they are allowing me to take care of my parents now, but at the same time, they're allowing me to build for mine and my fiance's retirement one day. Eventually, we will keep growing the rental properties and keep growing, and one day Dan can retire. That's my fiance. He'll be able to retire, and then we can live off the cash flow from the rental properties as well. Number 2, it allows me to physically care for my family. So if I had a job and I was working 9 to 5, I really wouldn't be able to take care of my family like I am now. Now I can go home for a week at a time I live 4 hours away from my parents. So I can go home back to my parents, and I can help my mom take care of my dad and give her a break, because being someone's full-time caregiver is a really, really hard wearing job. And I still have 2 younger siblings at home. The youngest is 8. So my mom has a lot on her plate and a lot of people that she's responsible for. So anytime I can come home and help and kind of give her a break, that's a blessing as well. I'm able to be a blessing to her, and the rental properties allow me to do that. In the future, when I have kids, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. So the rental properties will allow me to stay home, but to still contribute to my family's financial situation. And then number 3, this is one of my main goals as well, but please don't go feeling like I'm a great person because I say this. Since I've taken over the rental properties 2 years ago, I have not given a dime to anyone. All the money that the rental properties have made, I've put back into doing repairs on falling apart houses and buying more houses. But I hope for the rental properties to start making a profit, and then I would be able to give back to my community. Since my dad got sick, our community has done so much for my family, just above and beyond. I mean, honestly, I'll just tell you a couple examples, but this is not everything. The veterinarian from a town over came and worked my parents' vet clinic for free, and he would work sometimes, or he would send a veterinarian that he paid to come work at our clinic, one of his employees that was a veterinarian. So for over 3 months, they kept my parents' clinic open. They worked it for free. They didn't get paid anything, and on top of that, my mom, the profit just went to the clinic, to her. So that is such an amazing, outstanding thing. He didn't want to be paid. I want to be able to give back to the community like that, because I can't even tell you how much that helped our family, and that was above and beyond. You would never expect somebody to do that kind of a kindness, right? I want to be able to do those kind of generous things, and I hope that the rental properties will be able to make enough of a profit that I can do great things and give back to my community and to give generously and to be a good steward of our wealth. Another kind of motivation for this is I saw a construction company this year. They do a lot of roofing, and they gave someone in our town a free roof. And I thought that was amazing. Like, that's just a really generous thing to do. And I want to be able to do things like that as well. I want my business to be able to give back to the community. And then the fourth thing that having the rental properties allows me to do is help my tenants become homeowners. And I've gone back and forth on this topic with owner financing, whether I want to do it or whether I don't want to do it. And it's still not something like I push. I don't ever want anyone to feel like I push them into buying the house. I would prefer to just keep renting. But I do like being able to help my tenants become homeowners, and if that means owner financing to them, then I'm happy to do that, especially when otherwise they may never be able to be homeowners because their credit's bad or for whatever reason. And so I like being able to help them become homeowners, and that's something that having the rental properties allows me to do. So obviously I am so thankful for the rental properties. I'm thankful that my dad started buying them back in the 90s when he did. I'm thankful that I got to take them over, and now I'm able to take care of my parents with the properties that they bought, and that one day I'll be able to take care of my kids and I'll leave the houses to them. And I'm just, really grateful for the rental properties. I would love to hear from you guys what your goals are for your rental property portfolio. What are you doing with the cash flow that you have now, or what do you plan to do with it? Anyway, that's all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.